Hey all. Are you ready for something completely different? We've got an interview today. Like I said, we have an interview today. After seeing my Atheism in Egypt video, a viewer reached out to me, and after talking for a bit, I asked him if he would like to do an interview. He agreed on the condition that I wouldn't release his name, wouldn't use his voice, or use his likeness in the video itself. So we figured out a format for that. Given that this viewer lives in Egypt, I can completely understand why he would want his anonymity to be safe. I sent him a series of questions, and he sent me back a series of answers to be posted here. Alright guys, let's get into the interview. Question 1. How did you become an atheist?
Briefly, because of a lack of evidence while we were all born atheists, we got brainwashed by families and society. As an ex-Muslim, I began to question some things called hadiths, which were made to complete the Quran. But even Muslims disagree about some of them, and they have no specific references. Then, I hated how the Quran treats anyone who questions or disbelieves, and those protective verses like, there will be guys who mock us, and there will be pigs, or something. Of course, there will, and I'm sure there was back then. And I thought, why would God send non-Muslims to hell? What did they do wrong? Getting brainwashed. So, after coming over the fear of hell, and thought about the whole religion, I found that no need for any religion was there. As if there's a fair God judging, he is going to only judge by my actions. So I became a deist. Later, I found out that I've already assumed that God is a conscious guy in the sky, created the existence instead of a scientific reason. So that's it. I became eventually an atheist.
Question 2. What does your family think? Or do they even know?
They think it's a phase that will pass when I'm older. The other was like in a trauma, and maybe that caused them to divorce. But later I made them believe that I was just trying to tease them, and they bought it easily.
Question 3. How far does religion extend into the government in Egypt?
I think religion doesn't really matter to the government unless it's gonna cause a trouble, which it will. Add on to that, when it comes to a fascist government, it's dangerous to have any logical thinkers. So when I tried to remove Islam from my ID, I found out that they only considered the 3 Abrahamic religions. And there's also a specific law preventing insulting religions, including not believing in with a little effort from the court and no freedom of speech in general.
How do people act when they know you're an atheist?
It varies, of course, but it's mostly unwelcomed. Still, I've got Muslims and Christian friends who know and accept me with no problems. But such people are rare to find. On the other hand, I got beaten, my nose broken, kicked from jobs, and even got Muslims with a lot of hate stalking me, waiting for any flaw from me, and they tried to rob me and hustle me. But around 30% though will just avoid with disgust.
Do people think atheists are Satan worshippers there?
Not just atheists. Liberals, communists, and seculars too.
Have you seen anyone hurt for being an atheist? Imprisonment? Beatings? Anything like that?
Just me. I barely know any atheists here.
Does anyone ever ask you where you get your morality from?
Yes, a lot. And that's, I think, what makes them believe their religions are right. Their religions got stuffed with some moral acts to look legit.
Is it safe to be an atheist there? Why or why not?
Depending on how safe in Egypt, there are not much extremists. They're around 5% tops. So it's hard a bit to get killed, but it's not hard to get beaten, hustled, getting fired, or even jailed.
Sorry if some of the English sounded a little broken, but this guy was super helpful in helping me understand what it's like there, and I hope his information helps anyone else who may be interested in how Egypt is treating its atheists on the whole. Altogether, I would love to do more interviews, live or otherwise. I still like doing video responses. This is a different kind of content that I'd like to contribute as well. So what are your thoughts, everyone? The usual links to Twitter, Patreon, and the like are all going to be down below as usual. And I cannot thank you guys enough for your support, and just for taking the time to watch my stuff. It means a ton, and I can't wait to try my hand at more interview-type videos in the future. Till next time, guys. See ya!